Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Trek, where I'll be talking about and reviewing an episode of the original series, The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, or Enterprise. Today, I'm looking at Timescape from The Next Generation's 6th season, or as I like to call it, that time went really slowly. This episode was requested by EL. Thank you for the suggestion, and let's get going. We begin the episode with Riker in sickbay with a scratched forehead, courtesy of Spot, who he's looking after while Data is away. He's called to the bridge where they have received a distress call from the Romulans, so Riker orders Red Alert as they head towards them, while Troi, Geordi, Data and Picard head back from a conference, which Troi found boring and Picard agrees, but Geordi had a great time. Oh, okay, I guess we're stuck now. And into the credits we go. Geordi scans everyone but can't find anything, and Data says his program didn't pick up on anything. However, Picard listens to Troi's concerns, although she doubts herself. Oh, I guess she's frozen too, this time for several minutes. And her scan shows a weird discrepancy, so they rush back towards the rendezvous point but hit problems when one of their fuel tanks is drained, thanks to it continuously running for 47 days. Picard goes to investigate, only to find the fruit rotten, and goes to poke it but cries in pain as his fingernails rapidly grow, and Data detects an anomaly on the table that extends to the drained fuel tank. Geordi and Data try to move away from the anomaly, but they're surrounded by temporal disturbances, and it would be quite the challenge to go around them. But make it so and all that. They get to the rendezvous point, but Enterprise isn't there, so they have to go looking for it and find it, frozen in time and battling with the Romulans. They speculate over what is happening and how to stop it, so time for a technobabble plan, which is gonna take a while to pull off, so let's skip to them ready to go. And Troi is feeling all swoony, but whatever, off you go. On the bridge they find an invasion in progress and a power surge in engineering, so the three of them split up to investigate different areas of the ship, with Troi being jump scared in the hall before finding Beverly being shot. Oh, hey there lady. Picard finds more Romulans in the transporter room, who were brought aboard by Worf, and Troi breaks the news about Beverly, before Data calls them to engineering, where the warp core is about to go boom, and at the rate it's going, the Enterprise will be destroyed in 9 hours. Picard finds it funny. Nice doodle, but shouldn't that be hot? Picard freaks out, so Geordi beams them back and tells them they need to limit their exposure to the other time frame, and Troi suggests the captain stay behind altogether. The other three beam aboard the Romulan ship, where they find them evacuating, not attacking, so they investigate further and find this shiny doodad which they were trying to use as a power source, but it may be a life form, and suddenly everyone unfreezes, and only this guy notices the away team. The Enterprise goes boom, and then everything reverses and freezes again, so Data decides not to poke the doodad again, but when Geordi goes to investigate the computer, he notices the out-of-place dude, who grabs him, sending him into shock, so Troi deactivates his protection field and leaves him behind in the hopes of saving him later. Data scans the Romulan and declares he's not actually Romulan, so brings him back with him, where he wakes up and says he needs help saving their shiny doodad babies. The guy says they have to stop the power transfer and that there's another like him before he fades away. Okay, bye! Data says they have 7 hours left, so Picard wants to use the doodad to reverse time in order to prevent the power transfer and the breach, and with a couple of beep boops, time goes backwards, which upsets this lady who tackles Data. Ooh, did she just hit her head? Time moves forward, but this ding-dong initiates the disastrous power transfer, so everyone scrambles to try and fix the problem, and Picard smashes the shuttle into the beam to deactivate it, and that in turn makes the alien disappear. Time has now been restored, and the Romulan ship has also vanished, so Riker wants an explanation and goes to see Data to have a chat about the perception of time. Okay, as is standard with the Next Generation, things get a bit overcomplicated and technobabbly in places, but nevertheless, I really enjoyed this one. For a time distortion episode, the story was pretty linear, and I liked learning what was happening as the characters did, so what seemed like a Romulan invasion was reinterpreted as a joint effort to save both ships. There were enough time anomalies leading up to it to create intrigue, but explained enough along the way that you're not completely left in the dark wondering what the hell is going on. Like I felt watching that time loop episode, you know, the one with the card game. I've never been a fan of Troi. She's rather annoying from time to time, but it's nice to see her more proactive and more knowledgeable than normal. Maybe it's the uniform. A lot of characters were sidelined in this episode, but I don't mind it in this one because it streamlined the story and allowed the characters who were heavily featured time to develop. It's probably one of those episodes where the science doesn't hold up if you think too hard about it, but if you just sit back and enjoy, then it's a fun little episode. So there you have it. That was Timescape. If there's an episode of Star Trek you'd like me to cover, pop it down in the comments below or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, it really does mean a lot, or consider subscribing if you want to be assimilated into my channel. Alternatively, feel free to check out my other YouTube channels. Thank you so much for watching, I'll speak to you soon, and live long and prosper.